Episode 10. Was debating doing the VO or not, or even just editing it. Dealing with family shit today. Yet more honky-tonk bullshit. Oh, I actually did look up the origins of calling the whites honkies. There's a few different ideas. One of them is an ethnic slur of, I believe, Slavs coming to America. And then there was the idea that...
Okay, Six, halfway there. We gotta get through this canyon, then get back on the road heading north. Eyes peeled.
And then there was the idea that, oh shit. It was a West African word that meant red-eared people? It was like a corruption of that word. And then there was a third one in which it was like... there was a mine, and then the miners were segregated, and there were the blacks, then the Anglo-Saxons, and then, like, the other group. Mostly Europeans that didn't speak English, and apparently those people were designated hunkies or something. Also, his audio was already pretty fucked up. Oh, that thing in the background is from a different mod. We'll be getting to that later. I just don't want to mess up that mod's, scripting or whatever. Also, didn't expect this to be a bunch of Nightstalkers. Forgot what was here. Also, wasn't sure if it would be, like, instant death or not. Turns out it would be. So, yeah. Honestly, I could have reloaded and just came back in with a frag grenade and probably taken out, or at least crippled a bunch of them. So here, I try to do the flingy thingy, but no, it hits Georgie. Because of course it does. One of the issues I have with using melee is it's so easy to hit your companions instead of the enemy. Because with guns, it's easier to just, not do that. So learning my lesson, I decided not to pick a fight with them, because there was a high chance that the handler was just gonna get wrecked. And if she dies, the stag goes frenzied. Plus, I don't want to deal with her dying. So I don't have that perk that makes so I can stick people with stim packs and make them not die. We make some progress in this episode, but not quite to the point that I wanted, because I was kind of like hemming and humming on like humming the words about like what to do in regards to the Helios, because it's just an issue of like I might need good NCR rep in order to get in there.
Over here!
I had to mark on my hand again when the furnace turns on. This is the same day as the previous recording. Did 2 in one day. Should be able to get it out tonight.
Come on.
Typically what I do is I'll wake up and do the voiceover and stuff for the previous episode, for the stuff I recorded at night. And then what I'll do, yeah. Also, I could have sworn somebody had a grenade launcher here. I also gotta get into the habit of, like, taking a healing item as I enter combat, like a long time one, so that I heal over time as I'm getting hit. The stuff that lasts, like, 30 seconds is probably ideal. Once I get enough, either I think it's medicine. I'll be using Slasher, which is the combination of Psycho and Med-X. Still moderately sick. Guts are still messed up. It's nice to treat this as like, this is not only just, you know, a let's play. Travelogue was the closest I could think. This is Travelogue. The original idea came from there's a dude playing through Morrowind with the Tamriel rebuilt stuff in it, and he does like, it's kind of like a travelogue where he goes through and talks about what he's seen and all that. And that was going to be the original idea. But then I realized that I don't have the energy to do that. For the first episode, I even, like, I started writing a script, like, a basic bullet point, like, at this time, say this stuff, blah, 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 blah. But then I was like, I don't have the energy to do that. I can barely tolerate being awake most days. So I'll just treat this as kind of like a combination of, like, video diary and, journal about my time in New Vegas, this time of my time in New Vegas, since this is roughly my 8th or 9th playthrough. I don't get people who are like, oh yeah, I've got well over a dozen playthroughs, I've played this 30 times, because it's just like, I can't, sure, the game's been out for a decade, but like, I can only play it like once a year.
Starts ranting on about bottle caps. Don't. He's never sees.
So I got other shit to play, and then also like, I need a palate cleanser. I'm trying to avoid straight out. What is it called? Reviled. I'm trying to remember the name of the most hated you can get. Cause like, I don't want them to send the death squads quite yet, cause I might send away the kink squad. Although I'm debating bringing the kink squad into Honest Hearts. Probably going to be doing that at level 15. I think I mentioned that last episode, but yeah.
Not one of those ranger stations? I've heard those guys are tough. Yeah, well, I bet we could take him. A6.
I don't think at this level he and I would be able to. Maybe with the stag, because the stag can just fist things to death. I'm debating getting rid of the fruit perk. Not because I don't like the added functionality.
McCarran doesn't like it when civilians wander into military outposts, so if
I don't like the heartbeat sound effect.
radio signal out here can be pretty spotty because of all the hills. Sometimes, when it happens enough times, they send someone over to check up on us. Lately, we've been getting extra medical supplies for some reason. I'm in no rush to give the... All quiet at the moment. Ranger Beaumont is in charge here, but he's off leading a patrol. See you around.
Ranger Beaumont is actually brought in via another mod. In case you haven't played, I mean, I kind of assumed that you're watching this, you played the game, the base game, the vanilla game. But, like, yeah, let's just say that Ranger Beaumont shows up later on, and there's some big anti-Legion quest stuff revolving around him. I don't know if I said involving him or revolving him, but yeah. You know, Revolver Ocelot and Mr. House playthrough might not be the worst idea.
Why don't you build a real cafe, you ghost town jerks? Oh man, I hate this place already.
Hello. What can I do for you? Yeah, and I need sterile medical supplies. But let's see what I have with me.
I've been drinking A&W recently, the root beer. And I prefer it over, like, Barks and all that. Bark, first of all, because I haven't been drinking caffeine in a while. The only times I ever drink caffeine is, like, a monster for if I need to push my sleep schedule ahead. And it doesn't even do much, because I was addicted to caffeine for so long that I'm basically just burnt out on it. Like, I need a monster to have, like, any effect whatsoever. But, yeah, A&W is pretty good. I read online that you can go to their restaurants or their whatever you call them, their diners. I don't know what they are, but apparently they keep their mugs like all frosty and then they pour it in and it's nice and cool, and it tastes better too. Though my old man also said that Coca-Cola out of a glass tastes better, like a bottle tastes better. Like, I tasted it, not a huge difference in taste. Although, I have tried the Mexican Coca-Cola, the one that uses real cane sugar. That stuff's pretty nice. Though it's been years since I had any.
Another satisfied customer. Bye.
I'll eventually ask her to pose.
Howdy.
I just have other shit to do in this episode. Namely, the stuff with the Brahmin over here, and then I talked to No Bark, and then there's stuff with Niner and the whole motel.
Hey there. In from out of town, ain't you? Name's Dusty. Can't say I have, but we usually keep to ourselves down here. You might have... maybe ask... Oh, I tend to my... You might... Every night... But it's... We'd be grateful. Alice and I'll... Beg your pardon, ma'am, but them two-headed beeves ain't worth getting shot over. Not to mention what would happen if half of what No Bark says is true. Best we can hope is whoever it is.
Hey there.
I've always had a soft spot for No Bark.
Careful.
Also,
They got spies all over.
I think he's programmed to, like, stare through the window. Through the windows, and I was waiting for him to do that, but it looks like he was just walking past anyway, so I was just like...
Who sent you? I ain't talking. They tried to get me to talk before, but I didn't say nothing. And I don't aim to now, by gum. We'll just see about that. You come any closer, and I'm liable to stick you with my sticking knife. Old Sticky's feeling mighty ornery this day. You sure now? It's kind of hard to hear you. Okay, just speak up a little. But not so much that they hear you. They got people everywhere, always listening. Sure have. Camouflage, that coat was, trying to hide from extraterrestrials what can only see in black and white checkers. But they're not fooled, 'cause he forgot to put checkers on his face. I told him so, and he seemed to take it to heart. They stayed here a night and was up by the dinosaur talking to the sniper fella with the mustache a couple of times. If anyone asks, we never spoke.
Nice necklace, too. I try to be a nice guy, a nice character in this game, but I just keep stealing shit.
Well, butter my butt. No, don't believe I did. Likewise. Well, this ain't new. Don't rightly know. Seeing how this is the only... BC?
And the award for biggest dump town in the wastes goes to...
Well, welcome. Well, I think I'm go. Your room will be the one upstairs, close. Watch it.
Is it really stress eating if you haven't had lunch yet? I'm most likely going to be editing out the sounds of me eating. But yeah. I haven't had the... Like, I came up to try to get breakfast earlier. Already had dumb questions. Like, within the first 10 seconds of somebody seeing me, there was dumb questions. I've been helping my uncle with his taxes. Unfortunately, he fucked up a bunch. And so I wasn't able to finish them for him. Fucking grandma doesn't understand that. Asked him questions. Every time she sees me. So I just grabbed the first thing I saw and just ate that.
Oh, Killingsworth, check it out. Oh, we're gonna buy you a wife. You'll have little plastic babies.
Welcome.
Oh,
Come
it's
on
gonna
in.
be disgusting.
I wish you could buy him, Mrs. Killingsworth.
Welcome to the Dino Bite gift shop. My name's Cliff. If you're here for the T-Rex figurines, you're just in time. There's still a few left. Bless her. They see the sign. Well, if... Guns? Darn it, no one ever buys the T-Rexes. Welcome back. Can I get...
Oh, but yeah, fucking... I don't want to deal with questions about things I've already explained twice. So I haven't eaten lunch yet. So I'm just munching on these cheesy pretzels. There's some orange. I should eat some oranges. Make sure I don't get this scurvy. I should stick some in the fridge down here. Make them last longer. We have mice, so I'm worried about them getting into the oranges upstairs. Because they don't put the fucking oranges in the fridge. They just leave them out. Like the bananas, they get... Sometimes the mice go for the bananas. And the bread. Basically everything else. I've been trying to get as many magazines as I can, so once I get the perk that lets me replicate them, I can ensure I have essentially an infinite number of them. Plus, they can be nice decorations in the house from Coito Ergo Sum. See, I finally see in hardwood log, but it's 310 caps. I think the mods they'll make are only like double that. So like maybe I can just use it to make a mod, and then yeah, I could buy them to make the mod and then sell the mod. That could be useful. Make a little bit of money from that. Once I get the whorehouse sounds too harsh of a word, so I'll call it the bordello. That sounds fancier. Once I get the bordello up and running, the numbers are insane. Like, once it's maxed out, because you're reaching numbers of like 4,000 caps a day.
God damn it. Don't There's nothing up here. I think you better leave.
Smart-ass options.
I don't have friends here.
Anyone here, friend here?
No. No, you're not, are you? Maybe you shouldn't go. Not just yet.
Dead.
I need someone I can trust. You're a stranger. That's a start.
Oh, Myron.
I said it was a start. This town, nobody looks me straight in the eye anymore.
That look me gay in the
I
eye.
want you to find something out for me. I don't know if there's anything to find, but my wife was taken from our home by Legions. They knew when to come and what route to... My wife's dead. I know, all right. Bring him out. I'll give you my and I'll take it. Good. I'll make it worth your while. And one more thing. We shouldn't speak again. Not until it's over. No one in town knows that I know what happened to my wife. Yeah.
Technically, you just never finish the quest and keep him bald forever.
Hey, you came back. Must be doing something
It's
right.
gotta be real quiet, like.
And I gotta steal it. I steal everything. Oh, I did look into it. For some fucking reason, donating chems to the followers doesn't give you good karma.
Welcome. Come on in.
The karma system is a bit fucked. Like, you get bad karma for killing House when he's a neutral character. Pretty sure he's a neutral character. But yeah, I'm supposed to be getting good karma from killing the ghouls. Wasn't getting that from what I can tell. Now, killing the fiends,
Hey,
I might be able to get
back.
good
Must
karma
be
from
doing
killing
something
them.
Goddamn.
So I might need to go on a killing
Don't eat the
spree.
squirrel bits, man.
In the
Yeah.
Honest Hearts
Yeah,
DLC,
yeah.
I know of a way to make sure I get a bunch of karma. Good karma. And then after that, I might need to stop stealing every fucking thing I see. But that's gonna be hard. Maybe I'll just limit it to, like, unique items, or items that are, like, really expensive. Also, yeah, I think this is another example of the textures being fucked up. So it
How
looks
you
like the
doing?
grip is, like, extended through too much of the gun.
You call that a lizard? I fought bigger lizards with a switchblade. What's with the look, Six? It happened, okay. Just look at the scars.
Night vision, wee! Also, I think I did look up Team Handed, and Team Handed is indeed an album or something. By Mogwai or something? Oh man, I've got This Jesus Must Die stuck in my head. Been listening to it a lot over the last 2 weeks. It's a great villain song. The 2000 version with the black guy with the very, very deep voice. Oh boy, not even halfway through the fucking episode yet. I was half tempted to edit it slightly more to fast forward through more shit, but like... I was just fucking dealing with a separate family issue. Was just like so draining. Long story short, one of my younger cousins, she's young, and she apparently has a boyfriend in a different state. And just my uncle either he didn't take the news well, or a separate issue with the lady that I think I mentioned that he visits, and crime is involved. But yeah, fucking... He borrowed yet more money from me in order to get drunk.
You die now!
Hey, at the very least this time, the minigun from him didn't break. I can still equip it, which means that I can still use weapon repair kits on it. You know, I have the strength to use it. The only issue is I don't have 100 guns. 100 gun. Might eventually get it up to 100. Technically speaking, I could get away with letting some perks only to 90, and then using magazines to get past the rest of it. Because I think the only time really that your shit's
I
taken
don't know
from
how
you
you've done it, but I do know how I... And help yourself to anything...
is in dead money and a couple of mods.
Well, to be honest with you, I don't really know. I remember she had an edge about her, like she'd rather be someplace else. This kind of life ain't for everyone.
Georgie's fucking stupid smile. It warms the conkles of my heart. But yeah, my family's just dumb. Just got dumb white trash problems, and I just fucking... I try and help them solve their problem. I'm a reverend. And, like, even before I became a reverend, I helped people deal with their problems, like with suicide. Also, I think I just launched a Brahmin skull. I think it was on the shelf. Yeah, I did. But yeah, fucking try and help people. They don't accept my help, and then they fuck up, and then the fuck-ups negatively impact me, and then they don't understand why I'm angry.
6,
like,
I'm bored.
You know.
Do you want to play I Spy? You can go first.
My old man owing me over $3,200, but he still spends about $200 to $400 a month on cigarettes. And then when I point out to my family, hey, you're spending, like, a fuckload of money every month.
I hope you're finding everything. Maybe. Well, I think that's a fine idea.
I don't quite know why I paused there for a moment. I think somebody messaged me. Oh, also, visual warning, I'm about to trip balls. So if your eyes are sensitive, maybe be careful with what you're watching.
I hope you're finding everything to your liking.
Discoloration with mentats.
I can't imagine why.
Oh, well, all right.
My reputation must have lowered the difficulty check. Also, thankfully, I don't have to edit this segment. She keeps her bits on. Him and his blowjob face. I noticed that the stag isn't here, and I need to look around for him. I can't leave. If you go too far, you fuck up the photo shoot. You need to physically be there. I think you need to be within, like, this area. You can't, like, go upstairs. So, but I'm not quite sure if there's, like, a range. Like, if you leave the room too far, it can't, like, bad things happen. But some models improve if you stay around, and you don't actually need to take pictures. That's just for fun. Yeah, So models are ranked in 3 categories, which are basically, I don't remember it's like appeal, which is basically fame. I use Georgie to try to block her, because I'm worried that she's, like, nude. But no, so yeah, there's fame, or appeal, and then there's basically sexiness, and then there's, like, sluttiness, which I think is called personality? No, what's another word for, like enthusiasm? Something like that. She's high in enthusiasm, and I think she's, like, middling in fame, but low tier for appearance. Attitude, that's it. So I think it's appeal, appearance, and attitude. The 3 A's. I think. Also, this mod is a sequel to another mod, Quelvagus, I believe, for Fallout 3. There was going to be a third one, which would be Vinny Vinci, for Fallout 4. That was going to wrap up the trilogy, but because of Fallout 4's character being voiced, and the mod author even tried getting the voice actor and actress for the Soul Survivor? Yeah, the Soul Survivor. Like, they tried getting them on, like, paying them to do it, but apparently they have, like, a you can't do that situation with Bethesda. Bethesda won't let voice actors revoice their characters in the game, which is fucking funny, because if I remember right, before the game came out, I believe the guy voice actor even said, yeah, I hope to help people make mods and stuff. Fucking nope. I believe that's what was said, so yeah. There are some, like, unanswered questions in the story of all this, and even I'm, like, interested in finding them out. Might hit up the author one day and be like, hey, what were your, like, planned story bits for the end of the trilogy? So I'm still interested in that. Oh, also another thing was that the voice actress for Handy and basically every other female character in the entire thing, she does a whole lot of the work. Apparently she went AWOL or something. That's not quite the right way to say it. She basically just, I get that's what I've read, though, is that she, like, fell off the face of the earth or something, and so she's no longer available. So that also makes all of the updates for
What's going on, man?
this mod harder. So you can't really
Sure, I
update
know.
their voices.
What do you want with them? Must be something pretty important to be chasing a guy like that.
Well, listen, I can definitely help. Maybe we can do a trade. You need my help. There's something I...
Gay!
Yeah, everybody depends on you, you know? But they don't ask you about how you feel, what you worry about. There's something I like about you. You just seem really understanding. I was gonna ask you for a favor, but I'll just tell you what you want to know. The guy you're looking for, Benny, he was traveling with some members from my old gang. They were going to Boulder City. Glad I could help. Hey, I know you've got no reason to help me out now, but you seem really nice. Could I at least tell you about the problem we've got? See? I was right about you. Novak, it's home for me now. I want that to be for good. I like it here, and I've left too many homes behind. But the only resource we got here is junk. Without that, people wouldn't have anything to trade. They'd all have to leave. We get most of it up the road from the old rocket test site, but a bunch of ghouls showed up one day and took it over. We can't get in there now. Well, they gotta go, or this'll be a ghost town before long. Doesn't matter to me what you do. As long as the ghouls are out of there, that's good enough for me. It'd mean a lot to me. Yeah, see ya.
I'll eventually go finish that quest off once I have the science to help the rockets reach their actual destination. But yeah, like I said, or I think earlier in the series, how New Vegas is very... Be right back! New Vegas is a very queer game. And this is an example of it in that... There's a fan theory that... I'll explain it after this.
Hello. Well, my name is Zank, and this is Mike. Alright, goodbye. Hello. See you again.
There's a fan theory that the reason why Manny super duper didn't like Boone's wife was because Manny loves Boone. I forgot his fucking name. At the very least, we can confirm that he's probably not entirely heterosexual. I assume that if you can gay on somebody like that, it works. Like, you know that they're of the persuasion. I'm checking a thing there because there's a mod that involves one of these hotel rooms and it doesn't properly overlay the door correctly.
That's what I'm talking about. This ain't too shabby, this place.
I'm gonna check that mod, make sure I have it. Like, working right. Because I have some mods on a delay. For story reasons. Also, the pop-up was for him leaving, because he's doing a thing. Harrison, the stinky... Vapor, the dude before it left no paper. I'm late for class and I cannot linger, so look out, ass. Here comes the finger. I might have gotten the last line partially wrong because of there's a pop-up for my mod manager. Fucking, since this person's probably never going to watch my series, I want to point out how people keep doing, like, dumb shit, and I keep telling them it's dumb shit. And they acknowledge it's dumb shit. And then they don't understand why I don't... So, if I tell somebody, hey, you're spending too much money on something, and they know it's annoying, to the point where, like, I don't want to hear about it, since I'm only going to tell you you're being stupid. Why the fuck would you message me that you spent over $100 again on Magic the Gathering cards?
Denver triple dog. Jets take you up, steady to bring you back down, then psycho for the hell of it. You game? Try not to kill anything. Yeah. That's the stuff. Fuck that, man. I ain't doing shit today. We'll deal with it tomorrow. I'm heading to a new dimension.
Also, sorry, I forgot to, visual warning. Shit's crazy. Unfortunately, I can't, like, search through my stuff for quest. Like, I can't, like, search and see what is installed, what isn't. I have to manually look through it. And it's, it can be a real bitch. I swear I have the mod installed. Quest mods. Yeah, the Inheritance. The Inheritance version 1.29. What the fuck is it? What do you call me, sack of shit? There it is. It's installed. So one of these rooms is gonna be for that mod. But yeah, fucking... They already just spent like $100 to $200 on Magic the Gathering cards last week. And I was like... You keep complaining that you're poor and that you don't have enough money for, like, groceries and stuff, and then you go out and spend a bunch of money on shit that isn't food. Like, despite people owing me, like, $3,200, I still lend people money, like, locally. I don't lend people money online, for stuff that they need, or, like, in the case of my uncle, just so that he'll fuck off. But yeah, like, basically every single male family member I have owes me money. Grandma's, like, the only person who doesn't owe me money in the family. Besides, like, my little cousins. Thankfully, my youngest little cousin, he's not old enough to owe me money yet. But yeah, fucking, I don't get the point of telling somebody something that's only it's only gonna anger them. Oh yeah, it's weird that I can repair that with that. I'm not gonna, because I can steal another one from the one ranger dude. Make a bunch of money. I believe I show off these modded weapons. Ow, ow, ow. In a bit. Now this shotgun, don't think it's unique. I believe it's a reference to Fallout 3's... I want to say it's like Le Shotgun Terrible. And this is like the English translation, but they added a really terrible shotgun. So yeah, it's like a higher texture version of the Fallout 3 shotgun.
Cut it out, will ya?
And this is the duplet. It's from Metro, I think. Nice double barrel shotgun. This, I think this is just based off of designs that are handmade little shooters. It's a neat little gun. I think you can put a drum on it or something. I know you can mod. Ow, ow. most of these weapons. Fucking chatting with somebody about D&D. Group patrons and all that. I think on the next level up, I'm either going to get Mad Bomber so I can turn MFC cells into grenades, or I'm going to take the one that makes it so that I have a percentage chance of knocking enemies over with melee attacks. Because then the hammer will be really useful. Oh yes, the poncho! The ponchos are really neat. There's one poncho I want to get in particular. I don't know what its thing is, but it's like brown. And it goes well with a lot of the outfits. I think it's the base color is brown and it's got white designs on it. Like the lines and stuff are white. It's really cool. I like the plitter-platter of the fast-forward feed. Soon enough, we'll have the school player house, and then I'll do like a house moving episode, basically. Need to get I either need to get the mercenaries shooty stick or something, because like chucking grenades is just not doing it for me. Once I get to the boomers, like, it's gonna be Explosion City. I think with the Great Khans,
is strength.
I can get explosive stuff as well. Yeah, since he picks up weapons that are in front of him, I decided to just give him that gun with ammo, since, like, I could have just given him 5.56, actually. He's got the varmint rifle on him. Besides just to give him the revolver, since, like, it was what I had at the time. I completely forgot about this area. Like, that spot right there. And don't forget, Niner's got some shenanigans coming up. So everybody who likes Niner can, continue to tolerate his existence. I get to call him out on being a dumb bitch. Twice. That's glorious. Robbing yet more graves, as the good Lord intended. Oh, they use as 20 gauge? And I was literally just thinking about or talking about how there's no automatic shotguns in New Vegas. But an automatic 20 gauge, that's some neat shit.
Welcome back. Can I get you anything?
One day I'll play some of that fucking Caravan and I'll wipe them clean of money.
No, sir, I didn't take that. No, man, not the dogs. No.
Wake up,
I'm
you
awake.
fucking
I'm awake.
junkie.
I'm awake, okay? Take care of what? What the hell are you talking? Shit, the deal. Yeah, they should be here by now. Come on, let's get this over with. This is the... God damn it. The town was... You want me to collect from a dead guy? Okay, I'll take care of it.
Worst part? No bathroom toilet poetry. No idea why everything's stealing. But also, I just find it fucking funny how, like, giant rape machine, 2 other companions. This quest is entirely balanced around only having the one companion, which is Niner.
Yeah. Hey, Six.
And of course, not being in power armor.
You know, you might be on something there. It's hard being an honest working man, I tell you. Hey, whoa, come on, man, hold up. So things got a little fucked up. Like, it was out of my hands. Don't worry, I'll fix this. I just need some time to think. Come on, help me up. Ain't too far from Vegas now, eh? It's hard today. Maybe... Yeah?
I'll eventually talk to him about his life.
Okay, but I know exactly what's in there.
technically, I could give him a really terrible shotgun, since that'll probably have higher DPS than his 9mm. But that is a lot of 20 gauge ammo I don't want him to go through. Unfortunately, in New Vegas, by default, you can't just force them to use a specific weapon. They default to the highest DPS weapon that they have.